Fire forces thousands of evacuations north of Los Angeles.
Firefighters stopped forward progress of the Bernardo fire today. We'll hear more from evacuees who were told to get out coming up.
Are we ready? We get answers from the fire chief and Mayor Gloria. Details coming up.
South 42nd Street in Mountain View, one of the areas hit hardest by flooding 1 year ago. Today, we're back to see how neighbors are doing.
Asylum seekers share their growing concerns now that President Trump has made it harder to cross the border.
1 year after San Diego's historic flooding, VFW Post 7420 is still feeding families.
CBS 8 News live at 6 starts right now.
As we come on the air tonight, we're following breaking news as crews across Southern California battle wildfires amid peak fire conditions. Tonight, San Diego firefighters have gained the upper hand on a brush fire that forced evacuations in Rancho Bernardo earlier today. We'll have more on that in just a moment.
But we begin tonight with a new fire that is exploding in size just north of Los Angeles. The so-called Hughes fire broke out around 11 this morning and so far has burned more than 9,000 acres with no containment. Evacuation orders are in effect right now for about 31,000 people, with another 23,000 under evacuation warnings. These orders apply to a wide area just north of Santa Clarita, including the community of Castaic and parts of Ventura County.
Parts of Interstate 5, the main route between Los Angeles and the Central Valley, was closed. But during a press conference about an hour ago, authorities said they would soon reopen the stretch of the 5, although they are asking people, if you don't have to go through the 5, don't bring more traffic to the area.
There is what's predominantly driving this fire, and it's spread right now. And the fire remains a difficult fire to contain, although we are getting the upper hand.
So far, there have been no reported injuries or damage to any structures. Back here in San Diego, all evacuations have been lifted as crews gain the upper hand on a wildfire that threatened homes and businesses in Rancho Bernardo. That
fire broke out west of Interstate 15 near Bernardo Center Drive and quickly triggered evacuations. CBS 8's Alex Cheney joins us live from Rancho Bernardo with more on the panic the fire caused this morning. Alex.
Carlo and Marcella, it was pandemonium this morning as lots of people were trying to get evacuated out of the communities just here as the center fire started on the hill just behind me. Tonight, 100% containment. The evacuation orders have been lifted. This event was over, but it was a really stressful few hours this morning up until about 1:30 when fire crews got a handle on it. The fire started early this morning, quickly burning 4 acres in Rancho Bernardo near Camino del Norte. Fire crews got a quick jump on it, but the San Diego fire said a civilian drone in the air put a temporary pause on the aerial attack and wants to remind everyone to not fly drones during an active fire.
We have special airspace that happens over each of these incidents, and it can actually make it where we take resources completely off the incident for firefighter safety, and that could cause homes to burn down, lives to be lost. So please, if you're near one of these incidents, do not fly drones at all, because it can actually stop and hamper our efforts.
One man who had to evacuate was trying to contact his daughter who was in school during the fire.
I know she worries about me, and I'm worried about her, but right now I can't get there, so they won't let us go up towards that area. So that's concerning to me because she gets out soon and she's not going to see me yet.
We saw one woman running home during the evacuation to check on her home and find out if her sons are okay.
One of my neighbors called me, said there is a fire, and I just run. And my sons go to the school here. They said the school is safe, but I'm going to get out my stuff and then pick up my son and leave. I'm not going to try.
Another man said he had no time to pack up.
No, this time it was too quick. He said, get out. So we got the dog and ran. That was it. Just cleaning up after breakfast. A neighbour knocked on the door and said, there's smoke behind your house. And then 2 minutes later, there were firemen at the door saying, get out.
Right. And a woman had to get her mother into the car before evacuating.
My sister called me and she said to evacuate, so I logged on the Watch app. I don't normally hear fires around here. Yeah, but I mean, it is scary. My mom was prepared, though.
Good. The red flag warning, critical fire weather continues through the end of the week. So if you're watching this report, just be ready if those evacuation orders come to your neighborhood. Reporting live, I'm Alex Cheney, CBS 8.
Thanks, Alex. It was a frightening day for people who live near the fire and who were told they had to evacuate.
CBS 8's Shannon Handy also talked to people forced from their homes. She continues our coverage tonight from the evacuation site. Shannon?
I'm here outside the at-home furniture store off of Carmel Mountain Road. This is where evacuees were told to go. It wasn't a formal evacuation site, but rather just a safe place to wait. Now, they have since returned home, but earlier there were dozens here and many came with pets.
We didn't think it was going to happen here. It was just very, very scary.
A lot of flames, a lot of smoke, helicopters, jets, like flying, trying to put it out.
As crews raced to put out this fast-moving fire in Rancho Bernardo today, people who live in the area were ordered to pack up what they could and leave immediately.
I mean, I was scared, obviously. Like, I didn't think it was real at first, so I just kind of ran with her, my sister, and we just checked in like, okay, let's get ready and let's leave. Let's grab the cot and, you know, just kind of straight to the point right away. This is Salem. He's in there.
Evacuees found refuge in the parking lot outside the at-home furniture store where law enforcement told them to go. The majority of them showed up with dogs and cats. Many were confused and scared by the ordeal.
She's a little freaked out. She doesn't know why we ran so fast.
Some of the evacuees said aside from their beloved pets, they were able to grab other important items, something the recent fires prepared them for.
We actually got a backpack ready. We started getting all those SDG&E messages from a couple days before. So we just got, the essentials ready. You never know what's going to happen.
While here, we saw Good Samaritans drop off water. Meanwhile, evacuees looked anxiously at smoke in the distance, all while waiting for updates on their phones. Then, 4 hours after the fire started, they learned they could go home. You just heard one of those evacuees talk about having a bag ready to go. If the last few weeks have been any indication, it's that a fire can break out anywhere and you need to be prepared. Reporting from Rancho Bernardo, I'm Shannon Handy for CBS 8.
All right, thanks, Shannon. And it is a weather impact alert day as we continue to track the dangerous fire conditions here in our area.
Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis joins us now with more details. And Carlene, the worst of it we haven't even seen.
Unfortunately, we are talking about really dangerous winds tomorrow, another round of those. We're already critically dry. It's going to get even drier. So we now have 2 more warnings to talk about. So we have a continuation of the red flag warning all the way through Friday morning. That's why we're going to be talking about these fire weather conditions sticking around through Friday. But the most intense wind speeds are going to be a 12-hour period for Thursday. That's going to start on Thursday morning. Sustained wind speeds during that time period for the inland valleys and the mountains are 30 to 45 miles per hour, expecting gusts into the 50s, 60s, and upwards of 85 miles per hour right along coastal mountain slopes. So driving difficulties as well as down trees and power lines being a hazard again, and also talking about having that evacuation plan in place. We have been seeing some of these brush fires breaking out across the county. Moment's notice, you do have to get out for safety reasons, and so we will still be dealing with that elevated concern by tomorrow. Please have your plan. When we look at the red flag warning, as mentioned, it continues all the way through Friday morning for the inland valleys as well as for the mountains. And we have that high wind warning that starts at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning with those really strong gusts, as mentioned, 60, 75 miles per hour, and then gusts upwards of about 85 miles per hour for coastal mountain slopes. We will take a look at your complete forecast because everything changes up by the weekend. Coming up, Marcella.
Thanks so much, Carlene. And remember, for the latest weather conditions and alerts on the go, just download our free CBS 8 app from Google Play or the App Store. SDG&E is restoring power to thousands of customers who were left in the dark.
At least for now. There are still thousands also without electricity as the utility works to prevent another fire should winds knock down power lines. This right now is a look at SDG&E's outage map. A little more than 8,000 customers are without power right now. They're in those areas of red on that screen. That's down from about 16,000 last night, but the number could go up again, as Carlene just mentioned. High winds are coming back. SDG&E warns more than 75,000 other customers are still at risk of having their power cut. Those currently without power may be in the dark until Friday evening. And the increased fire threat has City of San Diego leaders wondering if the city is ready for a wildfire emergency.
The San Diego Fire Rescue Department answered questions from the City Council's Public Safety Committee today. CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes was there. Kirsten, you talked with Mayor Gloria and Fire Chief Logan?
Yes, I did, and I asked them both that very same question. Both Mayor Gloria and Chief Logan say that San Diego Fire is ready at a moment's notice. Just like we've seen over the last 48 hours, we are upstaffed for our fire events with 2 fires that were threatening homes and businesses, and those fires were quickly and successfully tackled.
We have no staffing shortages. We're ready to go. We're in high alert. Our units are staffed. Our people are well trained and they're ready to respond. And we have a vested interest of keeping the city safe.
San Diego Fire Chief Robert Logan says San Diego Fire and Rescue Department is and has been ready to protect San Diego.
Well, we learned a lot from the 2003 and 2007 fires, and I was there for both of them. And as the fire chief and a 25-year veteran of this department, I understand what it takes to mitigate these type of issues.
Back in 2017, San Diego's fire department ranked near the top, number 2 on a scale of 1 to 10 for ISO, or Insurance Services Office ratings in fire protection. 1 is the highest possible rating. Today, Chief Logan says we're still at the top of that chart.
We're at the top because of the support from our mayor, the support from our city council, and the support from the citizens or residents of San Diego.
The conditions that have been experienced in Los Angeles are here in San Diego as well. You know, high winds, very dry brush, lack of rainfall. In some ways, we've been lucky, but I'll tell you, this is not luck. This is investment in a first-class, world-class fire department.
Mayor Gloria says he's committed to making sure our public safety budget and policies keep San Diegans safe. But he says our firefighters need your help.
If we ask you to evacuate an area, please listen, please do that. You can get out of the way of these heroes that are going to be running toward that fire to save your home.
How ready is San Diego right now?
Well, we can never be ready enough. We live in a fire-prone area. We've seen for ourselves what can happen. What I want San Diegans to do is to remember those lessons from the past. Follow the Ready, Set, Go protocols. Make sure you have stuff ready to go in a go bag and get the heck out of there if you're told to evacuate. That's how we stop this stuff. They prepare, you prepare, we will get through this okay.
I think the response has been incredible.
Lori Saldana is a former assembly member who spoke at the public safety meeting asking for resources to be allocated towards an evacuation shelter. She says she lives on a mesa and could see this week's firefighting efforts.
I'm really grateful to see that smoke turn from dark to white, knowing that they're getting that water where it needs to go.
Again, we want to reiterate, San Diego Fire says that they are fully staffed for this week's fire event. So if you want to see their public safety presentation, or if you want to see what's on the Ready, Set, Go website, go to our website, cbs8.com, where we have posted links. Reporting for CBS 8, I'm Kirsten Holmes. Back to you.
Thanks, Kristen. What we're learning about the hundreds of Camp Pendleton Marines ordered to help secure the U.S.-Mexico border, that's still ahead.
Plus, the growing concerns we're hearing from asylum seekers as the Trump administration makes it harder for migrants to cross the border.
First, marking 1 year since severe flooding devastated neighborhoods in southeastern San Diego, we go back to look at the progress on recovery 1 year later. That's when we come back.